Oh, hello, Piss Babe He's, Piss Babe She's, and Piss Babies. And welcome back to the Judgiest place on the internet. My name, of course, is the wonderful, the magnificent, the incomparable, the Twitter famous, the avant-garde, the humble, yet somehow still confident, Josh.
My name's Rick.
And mine's everything that Josh said, but plus one, Christian.
And we are the Judgies.
Judgies.
Welcome back. Better than ever. Life updates. I feel like it's been forever since we recorded. Does it feel like it's been forever?
Has it only been
Been
a
like
week?
a year.
Yeah, it's only been a week. But I think my part of it is I've been making a TikTok every day this year for my TikTok.
Cool.
And I feel like because I'm creating more content, my brain like keeps pushing back like every day feels like it's so long ago. You know what I mean?
Real life's starting to feel fake, and the fake life you have online is starting to feel real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The real poo is starting to feel like, the shampoo. You guys want to hear a little game I came up with Aurora?
Yeah, let's hear it.
It's called Which Ball Is This?
Cool.
So what I'll do is I'll sort of pull out one of my testicles, and then Aurora has to guess which one it is. And now you might be thinking, Eric, I know what you're thinking. That's got to be super easy. Aurora somehow, against the odds, is like 3 for 20. I don't know how she's so unlucky at guessing which ball it is. And you'd think it'd be easy to tell.
You would think. Do you do a little trickery and do you like pull left nut out of right boxer leg?
No, it goes up through the waistband. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
What do you mean? What is that face for? Do you want to see?
No, I don't want to see. Josh.
Oh, I freaking sat in gum or something.
No, I pull up through the waistband, and then Aurora just has to guess. And when I tell you I pulled my right out nut 5 times in a row, and she guessed left 5 times in a row, I'm not lying.
But on her defense, Josh, your right nut really looks like it should be a left nut.
That's true. You know how some people say they're like too left-footed?
Yeah.
Erica, why don't we get into that mail? P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois, 61350.
Erica did not find the game funny.
Well, it's because she knows she'd be bad at it, and she's a very competitive person.
Yeah.
This is from Zap.
Thanks, Zap. Zap from our
Thanks,
Discord,
Zap.
mod. You only exist in our Discord, nowhere else. That's why Zap from our Discord. If you want to join the Discord, patreon.com/judgiespod, $1 a month gets you into the Discord. It's very, very fun.
That one's for you.
Josh, you're a
Zap,
piece of
you're my
shit.
favorite mod now.
Oh, it came with 2 separate cards, one for you and one for me and Christian.
Aww.
Ours says Ricky and Christian. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. What a year for your little family. Hope this holiday season goes so well. Thank you for the pod and the server.
The Discord.
I am so grateful. You both are truly amazing humans, and I know Olsen will be too. I wish great times for you in 2023 and bring so much laughter and joy to the world.
He's already a huge
Hope
piece
you guys
of shit.
know how much it means. Here's to maybe meeting one day, but great times until then. Happy holidays, Zap. Thank you.
Oh my-
That's so nice.
They gave us a $20 bill.
No, they didn't.
Josh, Merry Christmas. Though this is probably early. Yeah, you are.
Ooh.
Christmas is 11 months away.
It's so far away.
It's January. I don't even know where to start, but first and foremost, thank you. You, the pod and the server have forever changed my life for the better. You are such an amazing human. I'm grateful to know you even a little. And I bet you Olsen is pretty... What? I hope the good times keep coming as we go into 2023. I'm selfishly hoping one day we meet, mostly so I can meet Aurora. Anyway, keep being great, and I'm sorry for my spelling and penmanship. So yeah,
Thanks,
and
Zach.
Aurora is upset because she can't pull out a boob and say, guess which boob, because it's very obvious which boob it is.
That is true.
But here's more mail that we're getting.
Hello, Judgies.
Hello.
Thank you for all the laughs and confirming my fiance is the one right for me. It took a little while to convince him to tune in, but once he started, he's been a faithful piss baby ever since.
Love that.
Trey wants to know if Christian has become a lord yet. If not, he'll hook him up.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not a lord yet.
He is a knight.
I have been knighted.
He is a knight of the Principality of Sealand.
Please, for Christmas, show us Judah or a wedding gift.
Show us Judah.
Yeah, or a wedding gift. Much love from the Eastern Shore, Katie and Trey.
So they want us to send them a wedding gift or a picture of Judah. Here's
Yeah.
a picture of Judah.
Here's a picture of Yuta.
The game doesn't really work while I'm fully naked because you can see the whole ball sack. Erica, what are you reading?
We got a wedding invite.
Okay.
This is from Brittany.
They also had a wedding invite in this one.
P.O. Box 58 Ottawa NYE 61350.
It says, howdy, Judgies.
Howdy.
Hello.
Oh my God, they're from Oregon.
No.
The Trails.
Said, I had some extra invites. I made the same mistake as you, Rick. And I figured you would want some for the pod.
No.
Actually, she says
We
the
love
cast, and I didn't like that, so I changed it to the pod. This is Brittany writing. Hello, Brittany. And I love listening every Monday, and I work in the micro lab.
We love that.
I'm so sorry for you. I tried to get my fiance into the pod, but he sucks sometimes and didn't like Rick.
What? That is... Wow. Divorce.
It is something
Oh,
we
he
need
hates
to
women?
work on. Sending love to all of you and the baby. I'm going to try and send some bracelets, keychains I make soon, but the wedding is taking all my time. Love, Brittany.
That's fine.
Fair
They are
enough.
getting married on...
February 18th, I guess.
How'd you know
It
that?
was a guess.
Good guess.
One day before Christian's birthday.
Yeah.
That's why they don't like you.
In Raleigh,
Oh,
North
weird.
Carolina.
These people are getting married February 18th.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Weird.
Wow. I guess
what-
it's a famous
What
weekend.
state?
Illinois?
Oh, shit. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't listening to a word you read earlier.
You little fucker.
And
Because
I'm
I
not
was
go-
reading this.
I'm not going to lie. The ball game is really fun. I think everybody should go home. If you got testicles, give it a freaking try or three. And guess what? We also have more mail. This is sent to us over
Oh,
at P.O. Box
man.
58, Ottawa, Illinois, 61350. Erica wanted to open all the mail. Sorry.
I did. Well, look at all these frickin' fricks.
Yeah.
This one's from Femboy Hooters.
And look at all these balls. Guess which one?
Are left-handed writers worse writers?
Yeah, because it smears the ink.
But so this person so they have PS, you can use my name, PS, first name only, PPS. I'm left-handed, hence the shit handwriting.
That wasn't Femboy Hooters.
PSSS, barely passed English class, sorry.
It's you.
This is so
I
cute.
got
Some people are
C's.
left-handed. I'm left-balded.
This is from Femboy Hooters. I'm not going to show because it's a picture of them. I don't know
Okay.
if they want to show it. But it says, Merry Christmas with love, the best roommates family. And it's very cute. And they're all, it's Femboy Hooters and the roommate and their cat. And they're all wearing black and white polka dot dresses. And it's so cute.
Thank you, Nicole.
Chris, you're a little fucker for this. Hi, Judgies.
Hello.
Sorry to...
Into the mic, honey. Thank you.
Hi, Judgies. Sorry for the dark pen on dark paper. I have
I saw
never
that. That is
sent-
disgusting.
I've never sent fan mail before, so this is a little experiment.
One note, Chris. If you knew going into writing onto it that it was a bad idea, maybe don't do it.
I started listening about 3 months ago and was caught up within the first week. Holy shit.
That's a lot.
That's insane. I'm sorry.
It's such a fun and... It's so fucking hard to read. It's such a fun and easy, for the most part, pod to listen to while working. Definitely makes the workday go by fast. Thank you so much for all the laughs and being a friend. Piss baby Chris.
Thank
They,
you,
them.
Chris. Wonderful.
And if this is a picture of you on the back of this card, Chris,
It's got to be.
wonderful Christmas photos.
Wait, is that not a kid?
That is a kid.
Yeah, but I don't know how old Chris.
I guess that's true. I was just written very
maybe
well.
they're just very young.
I
They
just figured
look-
that was a kid, or that was a parent of the kid, but maybe they have impeccable language skills.
How funny would it be if that was just like the sample kid? Like
Oh my
the-
god, that's
The model for
Christmas
the
cards.
sample.
And listen, if you don't have balls, you can do it with other body parts, but balls are really the funniest body part of all.
you can try with boobs, but it's just a little bit harder.
Can you do it with? How about that?
No, because I can clearly see that's your left hand. But we did get another thing in the mail at PO
Final.
Box 58, Illinois 61350,
Final bit
Ottawa.
of mail.
Actually, it was my right hand.
Well, it's mirrored on the camera. If you dig a social hole, you need friends to fill it. Josh, episode 98.
That's so cute.
That's very cute.
Is that from the guy who dug the hole?
Maybe.
I'm funny.
That's a really
That's-
cool alien.
Do I have a future in tweeting?
No.
It's all in my past.
Hello, Judgies.
Hello.
I love the podcast.
Thank
I've been
you.
listening for almost 2 years now. A true piss baby, if you ask me. Always a highlight of my week. I hope you like the cross stitch. Thanks for all you do, Kara.
That's awesome, Kara. Thank you. I will hang that.
You've got a little nail over right there.
Gimme.
Instantly break it.
It's not going to be centered.
That's okay. Ah, it's so cute.
Not too bad right over the plant. Can't read it, but it's there. Thank you, Kara.
Thanks for all the mail, guys.
We do have one more thing.
Fuck.
We do?
Yeah, it's which ball is this?
Cool.
But we do actually have a lot more things, Erica, because we don't just show my balls on this podcast. We also podcast on this podcast. And what that entails is us going online and finding silly little stories and judging them and laughing them. And sometimes Christian is the one who goes online and...
That was so rude. You didn't even let him finish.
Sorry. Once this is done, you can fill in. Am I the asshole for telling my parents that they ruined New Year's celebrations?
I'm sorry. Did they ruin? Did they ruin it? Or did they ruin it?
Am I the asshole for telling my parents that they ruined New Year's celebration after they kicked out my husband over a joke?
Did you know that Bill Nye's full name is Bill New Year's Eve?
Oh my God, Josh.
That
You should tweet that.
I tweeted it. I thought about that while drunk on New Year's Eve, and guess what? 3,100 likes later.
I
I'm
almost
famous.
stole your tweet because we said that while on the stream, and
Yeah.
I almost tweeted it from my phone during that.
Yeah, I tweeted it the next day. I almost didn't tweet it, and thank God I did. Otherwise, 120,000 people's lives would be less fulfilled.
I've been married to my second husband, Mike, for 4 years now.
What happened to your first husband, Mike?
He died. We don't want to talk about that. It's kind of sad. Bring down the whole vibe of the episode.
Sure.
Mike's
Her
a real-
husband, Mike, is kind of like Santa Claus Tim Allen universe. So he killed him on accident. Now he's got to be the new husband.
He
Mike.
wore the jacket. And
Yeah.
Mike's a little bit of a jokester and loves to crack jokes all the time. He especially likes to joke with my brother Ethan and his wife. Ethan used to be okay with it till he started complaining about Mike taking it too far with his jokes.
Classic Mike move.
Some context about Ethan. He and his wife couldn't have kids, so they adopted a boy, Joey, 2 years ago.
Okay, I don't like where this is going.
I know.
You're not going to like where it ends.
I don't like where it's going.
Boo.
Cool. Mike has been making silly, lighthearted jokes that have been involving Joey's bio parents as a way to mess with Ethan and his wife.
Classic Riz.
Just to rib him a little bit,
Yeah,
you
a
know?
little
Just
bit of a ribbon.
goofballing.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I already talked with Mike, and I tell you that he's 100% means no harm when he says these jokes. He's just trying to get a reaction out of them. He's a little bit of a troll.
He's literally trolling his friends.
So fast forward to New Year's Eve. My parents host a big celebration dinner, and Ethan and his wife come. While we're eating dinner, Mike decides to tell a knock-knock joke to Ethan. He
Okay,
says-
it's going to be knock knock. Who's there? Not Joey's real dad.
Mike says, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ethan laughs and says, Mike replied, Joey's bio parents.
Oh, so they were there. So it's not even a good joke.
Joey's bio parents who?
Oh, good joke.
Does he not finish the joke?
They don't get that far. Mike then bursts out laughing. Silence took over, and Ethan's facial expressions changed. His wife called Mike an idiot, to which Mike replied with, "Hey, relax. I'm just joking over here."
I'm joking.
An argument ensued, and dinner was paused. My parents suddenly told Mike to leave, which I thought was way too harsh.
Why?
I tried to speak with them and get them to calm down, but my mom insisted that Mike has to leave. We left, and Mike was complaining the whole time about how they just overreacted about it. I called my mom later, and she told me that Mike was out of line with his hurtful jokes about this touchy topic, and told me that I was wrong for trying to defend him and saying that he is just saying a joke.
Who is OP to Mike?
Wife.
Okay.
She said that he ruined New Year's for the family, but I told her it was her and Dad who ruined New Year's for escalating the situation and kicking him out. I told her he could talk to them, but again, they're the ones who ruined the celebration. She called me delusional for this statement and then hung up on me. We haven't talked to them for days now. I tried contacting Ethan, but he won't respond.
Yeah, fucking
So
give
am
him
I the
space. So what was the title? Am I the asshole for what?
Being mad.
Being mad at her parents for...
Kicking out her husband after he was an asshole.
Am I the asshole for telling my parents that they ruined the New Year's celebration after they kicked out my husband?
I just feel bad for you that you're this stupid. How can you defend such a bad person?
I don't know.
I mean, like, the joke at this dinner probably didn't offend them individually that much. It was the piling on of it over and over and over and over again. And they were just trying to have a good freaking New Year's.
Yeah. Trying to start the new year on a good foot. And Mike's really fucking souring that up.
It turns out your new parents' New Year's resolution is to kick out their least favorite kid.
In-law.
Well, they kicked out the kid
out the kid too.
I think Mike really needs to take a lesson here and just like, if you want to tell a good joke, just pull out a ball and ask the crowd.
If Mike would have said,
left or right,
knock knock, who's there?
And then it's his nuts
my
out.
left or my right ball.
Left or right ball who?
You tell me.
Bad joke.
Cool. Some people don't have the gift of the gab.
Joshua.
Yeah.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Canoe.
Canoe who?
Canoe come out and play.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
I eat my poo.
Disgusting of you to say that.
Josh, knock knock.
Who's there?
Canoe. Can you shut the fuck up?
Christian, knock knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
All of you.
Cool.
And all of you.
I just want you to know that those two knock knock jokes were my grandma June's favorite knock knock jokes to tell.
Knock
Oh,
knock.
wow, that's really sweet.
And I miss her, and that's who Olson's named after. Go on.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
The memory of Grandma June.
Bro. I've been real sad about her lately.
Uh-oh.
My mom just gave me some of her ashes the other day, and I was not expecting it to hit me that hard.
How recent was the passing?
Wow, Josh, you don't even
year?
remember when my grandma died?
It was like a couple years ago, right?
No, it was
like
a
last
year
year.
ago, September.
You have so many grandmas, and they're dying
That's-
all the time.
Stop!
So this was the
true.
one where, okay, yes. Why did she just randomly give it to him? Just spring cleaning?
Because we were waiting for my sister to be there too, so that we could all get
okay.
some of her ashes together and make it a whole family thing. But my sister kind of sucks and never, yeah. So I was like, "Do you just carry grandma with you all the time?" She's like, "Yeah, I've got some of her in my purse." I'm like, that's so weird.
And that's your mom's mom, I assume.
It's my mom's grandma,
Oh, okay.
but she pretty much raised my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do have to ask, what was the container?
Tupperware.
what was the container that my grandma was in my mom's purse?
Yeah.
A Ziploc bag.
Yeah, okay, cool. At least double bagged?
Yes, it was double bagged.
Ooh.
Yeah. But my grandma loved ladybugs. And she had this little ladybug tiny little container.
Oh,
And so that's what I took from her house, and that's what she's in.
that's pretty cool.
Oh, you stole it?
No.
Well, the dead don't own things. What is this, fucking ancient Egypt?
Yeah. But it hit me really hard, and I wasn't expecting it, and I miss her a lot.
Well, it was around the holidays too, and
Yeah.
there's a bunch of things there.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a rough one. And it really did come out of nowhere.
Now, what's
Yeah.
better, orange or red?
Personally,
Yeah,
I'm going to go with red.
red ladybugs are way better. Yeah, I agree.
R/relationships. My 25.
Ugh. Oof.
The things I do for love.
We had fish sticks and tater tots for dinner.
Horrible, disgusting.
Yeah.
What are you,
These-
12?
And the fact that you don't like fish sticks, or the fact that
I
you
like
can
fish sticks.
imagine how bad my burp tastes.
That one.
Oh,
I like fish sticks.
This
It's the only
is
kind of fish I'll
so
eat
gross.
because it's just a shovel for ketchup.
Yeah, it really is. We had this conversation while eating them.
with ketchup.
R/relationships. My 25 female friend, 26 male, turns every conversation into a debate, and I'm frustrated.
Okay, love this.
I'm an idiot because I can't help but engage.
You're an idiot.
fucker.
You know, Aurora doesn't like that movie that much.
Really?
Yeah.
The
Surprise.
Grinch?
Yeah.
Does it make her uncomfortable? Is it like, does she not like how people look? Or does
She doesn't
not
think
actually
it's like a good Christmas movie. Like she doesn't feel like the Christmassy out of it.
I mean,
Huh?
I guess. I don't know.
Would she rather watch Die Hard?
No, she would rather watch A Christmas Story and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which to me were both snooze fests.
Incorrect. Did you guys watch the new Christmas Story?
No.
It's pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
I watched football.
I went in with really low expectations, so it made it good. But like they did a good job at getting the vibe of the original movie
Bad.
without being like too cheesy.
Boring.
Well, it's kind of cheesy, but
You're literally the worst.
I'm an
Talk
idiot.
about a Grinch.
But I can't help but engage because I don't like when people walk over me.
Sure.
Basically, any and every innocuous conversation in our friend group, it turns into a huge blow-up debate or argument just from him. I'll mention something as innocent as this funny thing happened today, and he'll make it this big debate that he has to win. He even said, "Oh, I just love to debate." And
He's a master debater.
Cool. Don't be mad at me. It's my voice, but it's his finger.
I just can't wait till one of you guys... Who's editing this episode? Can't wait till you're editing that episode and you realize that I wasn't smiling while I was laughing that whole time.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at you at all. I was watching Christian's fingers.
And I get sucked right in because probably
You
my
or
own
his finger?
insecurities. I hate when people just more or less say I'm wrong and then walk over me because they're right and won the argument.
Yeah.
He'll tell me that I'm wrong about things at my own company, a company that he doesn't even work at or has ever seen. For example, I'll say, give me any name.
Ryan.
I'll say, Brian did this thing today because blank, and he'll argue that, no, I'm wrong about this. And Brian, who he's never met, did X because of some other reason, and that I'm just wrong about all of it.
Well, you
Sounds-
are wrong because it was Ryan, not Brian.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's Brian, not Ryan.
What an
I work
exhausting person to be around. Christian, not this person.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, dude, I work at the company. I know this coworker, so stop debating about this experience that I've experienced. I'm trying to keep things vague for doxing reasons. Don't talk about Brian. Please come up with a different name. Oh, I mean Ryan. So for reasons, I hope this makes sense.
Wait, was this a listener submission?
No, it's on Reddit. They work at Walmart. We don't want to get into the details.
Oh,
okay?
Brian from Walmart. I know him. They only hire one.
Ryan.
Shit.
God.
So I don't like just rolling over and being like, yep, clearly I'm wrong about this person that I know and you don't. Wow, I'm just so stupid. I guess I'm not a member of Mensa. I don't want to be around this person anymore. I'm in this friend group and will like to remain there. But how do I stop myself from engaging without just rolling over and accepting whatever viewpoints he has?
Just roll over and accept, and eventually he'll stop debating you. The only thing debate lords love to fucking do is ruffle your feathers.
He's a real Mike about it.
Like, literally, all you have to do is, like, no, he probably did, and just go, okay,
Yeah.
cool. I don't think so, but fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. Does not matter to me. Cool. You know how many times I have to... Huh?
Just use that response.
Do you know how many
Cool.
times...
Did you put your...
Cool. Is this not the funniest bit in the world? I did this on Fridge Pod, too. I was like, what's that? What? Literally just go, okay. And then just let them talk and then exhaust themselves. And then you're fine. I don't know what else you can do.
Yeah.
You could be mean to them.
I do have to say, though,
That's engaging. I feel like they like that.
it sounds like you might be the other side of the coin here.
Yeah, if you're constantly pushing
The way
back.
you're like, I just don't like people to think that they won the conversation. It sounds like you also like debating.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be fucking annoying to be like, here's my personal experience. And then some assholes be like, no, you perceived that incorrectly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The best thing, it's like bullying in school. It literally is. You just got to ignore it. And eventually they'll fucking
Yeah,
stop,
you
right?
give yourself the wedgie, and they'll be like, this dude's too crazy to
Yeah.
mess with.
Yeah. What's up, Erica? What's up?
Nothing.
Is this not how bowling went at your school? You didn't hang yourself off by your underwear on... on the flagpole.
If you don't hang yourself right, then it doesn't snap your butt crack, and then you don't suffocate.
Though, remember?
Oh, you did. We talked about this. That's so
Climbing over a fence, and my pants got caught on the fence top and hung my little dangling body from the top of the fence by my undies.
Nobody's made fun of you since that moment.
If you do it to yourself, there's nothing left to make fun of.
Yeah.
This isn't a defense mechanism that Christian uses all the time.
That letter earlier was written on white paper. Christian just made it seem like it wasn't. No, you just gotta not engage, which sucks. Cause like, but just, I don't know, just talk to the other people in your friend group. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like,
I feel like it's not hard to avoid one person. You can just hang out on the other side of the party the entire time. Or like get together.
true. But he's really fucking loud.
Yeah. Oh, well, of course he is. He's a debate bro. Just start straw manning. That's what I would do.
What does that mean?
Just make up scenarios to like make his point wrong.
Okay.
Which is kind of what he's doing, but just do it back to him. Just become a debate pervert yourself. I think it should be illegal to debate. I think debate bro and debate perverting is disgusting, and they're all fucking idiots. So
Then why do you do it so much? You're literally doing it.
It's an interesting talking point that you bring up, Christian. And let me do an ad hominem, your big fat ugly face.
Humana, 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 humana.
Ad
What?
hominem, 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 hominem. The worst thing to happen to straight men is them learning debate bro terms. Because literally, it's just, you talk to anybody online now that's a straight dude, and they're just like, ad hominem. Oh, classic straw man you got there. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're stupid.
We're just making up words, right?
You got it. And now we're making up ads.
And now we're making up money.
Hello, and welcome to this half of the episode. We're going to introduce the Judge coin. That's right. We're making up money. We're striking into the NFT market while it's hot. Right now, you can own this frame of Erica making a stupid face for $1 million.
$1 million Judge coin, or
Yeah, it's $1 is a Judge coin. It's the only NFT tied to the American dollar.
The U.S. currency.
The whole thing about crypto being decentralized, we're centralizing it.
I'm almost positive there's another cryptocurrency that already does that.
That's wonderful. But it's not a cryptocurrency. But what is a cryptocurrency is how, in a way, shit coins. Meaning...
I don't understand how cryptocurrency works.
It doesn't.
It doesn't matter, really.
Okay.
It's just a bunch of nerds being like, I think this made up thing is worth this amount of money, and then a bunch of other nerds being like, yeah, I guess I do agree it's worth that amount of money.
Circle jerk.
Do you guys feel like we accomplished something, or are you just glad it's over? Because we tracked our frickin' logs for a year.
We
I'm
logged
glad
the
it's
logs.
over.
I was so happy on January 1 when I shit, and I was like, I don't have to open up my fucking app.
I didn't realize that I could just be done until tonight, so I've continued to track it.
You just gotta get on the Discord once in a while.
Yeah. I mean, Christian also didn't know for a couple days.
Yeah, I was tracking until like the 3rd, and then I saw Josh's message on the Discord, and I was like, oh, he makes a really good point there.
Yeah, we were just tracking him for a year.
We're just getting a little bit of data.
Now, on episode 104,
When we started this?
no, that was episode 80, like 3 or 4 or something is when we started it.
Okay.
Episode 104, I did a projection to see on pace for the first like 6 months of the year where we would be at by the end of the year.
Okay.
And do you guys have your total poop numbers?
Yes.
You have mine?
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't count how many times I shit in December, but it's
You
whatever.
absolute.
So is that not in
Dillweed.
your total?
No, it is. I just don't have that individual
separate.
number.
Okay.
So I pooped 327 times this year.
Okay.
Okay.
It ended in 27.
It did end in 27.
That doesn't seem like it should be right.
You
Why?
had the 1 month off.
It was a little bit over 27 poops a month. I was projected when we did it at 316. So I over pooped by 11 poops off my projections.
Wow. You did almost an extra poop every month.
Erica, now your number I know is going to be way off. How many poops you got this year?
What's your projection?
85.
pretty far off.
Because this was pretty early in the pregnancy.
This, you can really see the trend here. You really goofed up the numbers here.
Yeah.
Erica had 108 total.
Yeah.
13 in December.
This I think the numbers that I used was like, it was only like 4 or 5 months. Like you weren't like, the first month we started, I'm sorry, the episode that I projected on, I was like, I can barely tell you're pregnant. Like you were so small compared to like by the time you were fully pregnant. Christian, do you want to hear the projection first?
Let's hear the projection.
1,025. No way.
I had 1,020.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. That's a pretty small like margin of difference there.
That's nuts.
Only 5 off is kind
You
of
right or left?
cool, but like / genuine.
And then for December, I had 96 poops.
You had 96 poops?
December, really rough month. I looked through and it's like, what did we do at the beginning of December? There was like 3 weekends in a row where it's like, we drank that night. Because the next day I would have like a 5 poop day. And it's like,
Well, one of them was the boxed wine episode of the Judgies.
Yeah.
Then Tyler's birthday party.
We went to the
that's where it
steakhouse.
came from.
Went to the steakhouse.
I knew that Christmas and
Yeah.
New Year's were like weird numbers. And I was like, that makes sense. But there was one at the beginning of the month where I was like, why did I have 5 poops on that Saturday? Clearly it was the dads from something.
Goodness.
I can't believe you guys are both so far off.
I
me.
had 29 in December, and I texted Christian like halfway through December, and I was like, I've calculated what I need to poop for the rest of the month, and I can only poop 3 more times the rest of this month. It was like an insanely low number, and this was at like 3 a.m. I like woke up and I was like, I could only shit 4 more times this month.
I'm running the calculations in my dreams. I only have 4 shits left.
But yeah, I'm so glad to be done with it. It was a fun bit while it lasted, but
Yeah.
you don't have to hear about poop ever again on this podcast until my episode comes up, because we got sent a listener submitted story, and it is so fucking funny.
Was it from yesterday?
Yeah, so maybe you're gonna read it, which is fine, because I just
Okay,
think it's a
cool.
really funny episode, really funny story.
Because I snatched it right out.
I did move it to Josh to read. So
Well, guess what? I went to go look for it again today. I was like, where the fuck did you move it? I went to the other one, like our listener submitted ones. I was like, it's not here. And I was like, I'm going to Josh.
did you steal it?
Yeah. I
I'm
stole
glad.
it.
It's a funny story. I almost was gonna tell you today to read it because I really wanted you to read it.
And
Speaking of listener
speaking
submissions,
of listener submissions,
you can go to your computer and email us at judgiespod@gmail.com.
You can do it on their phone too, or their tablet, or their smartwatch, maybe.
Maybe
I don't know how those work.
Yeah, maybe even
Your Samsung smart refrigerator, not sponsored.
you can tweet from it. Not yet.
not yet.
But send us a listener submitted sound, which we will play before the listener submitted story. And this is a listener submitted sound sent in from Danielle.
Oh.
How crazy would it be if I guessed their name?
That would have been nuts.
Which one?
Where the fuck did I move it?
Left or right?
Good joke.
Listen. Try guess football. It's really hard. Sometimes you can pull out your dickhead, and then it's funny still. Because they're like, that's not a ball. That's the other thing down there.
No, that's so funny.
I've exhausted all of the bits with the balls. So
Okay. All right.
who's it from?
This sound submission comes from Joshua.
I was really close, to be fair.
Oops.
Danielle is the Josh of my brain.
My brain.
Hi there. If you're listening to this
Hello.
user-submitted sound, congratulations. You've been cursed. Send this podcast episode to 5 of your friends within the next 3 hours, or be cursed for the next 8 business days. Thank you.
He did that?
Yeah, he did that.
Fuck yeah, Joshua. Love that for us. No, it's true. You did get cursed. You will have big fat ugly face. What is it? Big dumb ugly face. Unless
big
you
fat.
send it to 8 of your friends.
Big ass ugly face.
5
Big
of your
ass.
friends. Or 8.
And then Joshua writes this to us. Grace sucks. Eat shit.
Cool. I also saw this email and I was like, that's funny just to say Grace sucks.
I was a little confused by it at first.
I don't get it either.
I thought the listener submission was going to be about maybe something one of us said about saying Grace at a dinner.
It sure wasn't. I think it's just a friend that he knows listens to the podcast. Maybe a partner or lover. A sibling.
Or all
Named
of them.
Grace that he just really thinks sucks.
Or maybe he doesn't think people should be grateful for where their food came from before
Yeah.
they eat.
And then this story, a little listener submitted story. It's fantastic. Comes to us from...
Danielle.
You did read it. Savannah.
Do they want their name?
If you don't want your name read, you need to put that at the top.
This is a pretty
At the
embarrassing.
top.
It's a pretty embarrassing story.
If you do, I don't mind you saying my name.
Hey, Savannah, love that for you.
I'm glad you put that as the last sentence of 4 paragraphs.
Do better, Savannah.
Do better, all submitters of listener submissions. Come on.
Except for Joshua, you did great.
At the top. Put your name, or not, at the top.
Hi, Judgies. My name's Savannah. It's really, if you're going to don't say the name, put it right after that.
Yeah, my name's Savannah, parentheses, use a made-up name.
My name's Savannah. I've been listening since episode 50 or 60 and absolutely love the podcast. I listen every Monday and even got my niece listening to it.
Cool. How old is your niece? Do we fear that we're putting like
We're corrupting the
yeah,
youth.
we're corrupting the youth.
Well, wouldn't her knees be the same age as
you can
herself?
you can get knee replacement surgery. My mom has newer knees than she is.
Do you know that knee replacements and hip replacements only last
that's like
about
5 years or something. 10?
Did you know that
I know
even if you get
About a lot.
even if you get LASIK surgery, you still have to get glasses eventually. So you just add like 5 years onto your non-glasses needing.
Those are some good years, though, unless you get chronic dry eye or, glaucoma.
maybe punched?
Maybe punched.
You get punched sometimes? I have a story about love, sex, and poop all in one.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I've been sitting on this since May, and I knew I wanted to share it, but I had to wait until I was over the breakup.
Oh, good for you to be over it.
Sorry if this is a long one.
It's worth every fucking second.
Today I fucked up by dating a man who doesn't wipe his ass. I, 21 female, dated this guy I'll call Jacob, 23 male, for almost 7 months.
Oh.
We broke up in May over differences of opinions. He was a super Republican and pro-life, and I'm the complete opposite of that.
How did you
Well,
last as long as you did?
The sex was really good, I hear.
The hindsight is 2020, and that should have been the red flag number 1. When we first started dating, he would only ever come over to my house, and I didn't go to his place for the first time until a few months into dating.
And then you saw all the Nazi memorabilia.
Yikes.
Honestly, might be better than what's about to happen.
Sometimes when he came over, he would go to the bathroom, and when I would go in after him, I would notice a weird smudge on the back of the toilet seat. The first 1 or 2 times, I didn't think much of it, and it just weirded, and I was just a little weirded out. After that, though, I realized every time he sat down on the toilet, he would leave a skid mark. Red flag number 2. I was completely baffled and immediately was like, does he not wipe all the way?
Now, I used to have a coworker who this would happen to. I've never once thought that it was just because his ass crack was so dirty. I just thought somehow the shit was rubbing on the back of the toilet seat. I never once fathomed that your ass crack was just so dirty that you would leave a mark.
Yeah. Hey, you've never had a sloppy shit, Josh? Leave an
Not-
accidental mark?
Is he wiping up? Like, how do you get it up the crack, I feel like?
When you have a real long butt crack, Josh, sometimes shit happens.
It's like when you put a paper towel in water and it climbs up. That's poop in my butt crack.
yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is really fucking gross when you go into a public toilet and you see the little skid mark on the toilet seat. It's like, you didn't even bother to try to wipe it off. Here's the thing. I'm going to be real open and honest.
No, Christian.
I've had a skid mark on a toilet seat before.
Christian Roger Kleckner. No fucking shit, man.
I have.
When?
I
How recently?
I don't know, within the last year. sloppy shitter. I'll say it.
Do you wipe up?
Yeah, I wipe up. What do you mean? That's how the poop gets all the way up there.
Erica, divorce. I don't.
I know.
I
Guys,
gotta leave him.
I thought this was a safe and open place
It's
for me
not.
to be quite frank and honest.
I thought your asshole was safe and open. It turns not.
Here's the thing. My butt crack goes so high, it's like you keep wiping, you keep going higher and higher and higher.
Why are you pulling? I don't understand.
What do you mean pulling?
Why are you like? I don't understand the dynamics. How do you get your arm?
I honestly don't.
Wait, how are you wiping?
I don't.
That makes a lot of
I have a
sense.
bidet.
This is why I've been asking for a bidet for so long.
We
It probably
have
happened the
one.
day before I asked for one.
We have one.
Probably happened the day before I asked.
We haven't plugged it in yet because somebody hasn't finished our bathroom.
But yeah, no, so here's my thoughts on
Oh,
how
God.
it probably happens. At least to me, it's you're leaning over to wipe and then you like sit back down to get more toilet paper. I think that's where it comes from.
Okay.
As I was like, I've had half a wipe now. All I've done is spread it everywhere.
Right.
And now I readjust onto the toilet seat and then
Okay. That seems more reasonable.
I don't think it's because I'm wiping all the way up to my
Do
shoulder
we think
blades.
there's a non-zero possibility that it gets wiped by the toilet paper as you're pulling your hand out?
That could be too. But I have definitely seen this dozens of times on public toilets. And
Yes,
I'm like, how
yeah.
do you not see it after you stand up?
The grossest is when you can see like an oil imprint of where their ass and thighs are.
Guys,
Erica, the story gets worse.
I shouldn't have been so open. I feel quite judged.
That's
on
gonna
the
be top.
Judgies.
That's gotta
I'm
be
absolutely judging
Christian.
you.
That's gotta be top 10 moments on the Judges.
I should not.
That might be the most embarrassing thing you've said, which is saying something.
That is saying something. It's not a defense mechanism if I'm laughing at myself. It doesn't. It's not because I'm so embarrassed. It's the only way I can live with myself.
I'm just glad it came out. That way we can tell the freaky shit story eventually. Cool.
I've lost my place. Guys, it happens to a lot of people. I really wish I didn't tell this on a Josh edit episode because he is going to be smart enough to cut this out for us.
It's gonna be cut out into a TikTok.
Yeah.
Instagram reel.
We're going to get 1.2K views on that one, though.
That's fine. It's 1.2 thousand people know you're a dirty, dirty boy. It's one thing to have it happen once. Everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody has those days.
Yeah, everybody does have those
I
days.
do
okay?
think it should go on
for
your
me.
permanent record.
No.
I think you should
I
be.
expunged it before I even left the bathroom.
You didn't, because there wouldn't be a mark if you did.
No, you didn't ever knew, so I cleaned it up after myself.
You should be on a list somewhere until you get a presidential farting.
Boo.
And then-
Where's
You
my
guys-
carrot?
You guys just aren't shitters. You guys don't fucking get it. Have you guys ever had a fucking
Have you
forever
ever
wipe?
Have you ever pooped so hard
Yeah.
your balls hurt?
You just keep wiping.
Yeah, so you could have been in this situation.
No,
you just don't have
I've
a big
never
fat
been-
juicy ass like I have.
I don't.
You have a big fat juicy ass,
you
just
said
not like
I
I
had.
have.
Just not like he has.
okay.
His ass is as fat and juicy as his head. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
It doesn't
Continue.
matter. Okay.
Oh, it's one thing to have it happen once, but to have it happen every single time, like this person's boyfriend, something needs to be done.
Yeah. I immediately think to myself, does he not wipe all the way? I end up not bringing it up and would just wipe it away and try not to embarrass him about it.
Always embarrass men.
You should bring it up on a podcast.
Correct.
There's no way 40,000 people listen to it and then judge you for the rest of the time.
There's no way your best friend and wife call you out.
Yeah, I thought they'd be a little bit cooler about it. Well, it just got worse once I started going over to his apartment. The first time I went over there, I was shocked. It was an extremely messy place. He shared the place with his brother, and it was like they had never cleaned once. The kitchen was caked in grease and food. His room had dust clumps on the walls. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's gross.
And there was just trash everywhere. And his bathroom had hair all along the bottom of the walls, around the toilet and the shower. And his toilet had a set stain in from where his skid marks.
Do you think they both do it, or do you think
They've gotta.
it's like a learned behavior?
If they both have a long butt crack, I could see how it could happen a time or two.
I don't think the length of the butt crack really has any effect here.
2 years from now, Olsen's gonna be potty training, and 3 years from now, Olsen's gonna be potty training. How old are you when you learned to shit in a box?
I had just turned 1.
Yeah, but you were the weird. You're the
Yeah,
exception.
that's definitely that's because your mom traumatized you.
That's true.
So whenever the normal age is for Olsen to be learning how to not poop or to poop in a toilet, it's gonna happen to Olsen, and Christian's gonna rub your fucking face in it. He's like, "See, it's the long butt crack."
He does have a long butt crack. that shit is genetic.
It is genetic. It sucks.
It's the Kleckner curse.
It's the curse.
And if you don't share this podcast with 5 of your friends, you'll have a long butt crack.
For 8 business days, you're going to have the longest butt crack. And guess what? There might be a little skid mark on the toilet seat when you're done.
For always in eternity.
One time I showered there and lifted his loofah up to use it, and bugs crawled out from under it. Red flag number 3.
This is so much further than a red flag. What's worse? Like, what is a bigger marker than a red flag?
This is fucking infrared, dog. You can't even see it anymore. It's past the color
Past
spectrum.
the visible light spectrum.
Yet I remained. Crying emoji, crying emoji. After going over there so many times, I cleaned it up some, but not all the way. I also noticed that he didn't shower every day, and he said that he thought he looked better with greasy hair, even though when he'd lay in bed, he would leave dandruff on his pillow. But it gets worse.
I must have skipped that middle paragraph. That was all news to me. I do this weird thing when I read stories, which is I literally read it like a fucking loser reads a book, which I read like the first little bit and the last little bit and just go, that sounds like good to me.
I think it connected to the dots. It gets worse, though. Obviously, in our adult relationship, we did the dirty. And while there was position that he liked a lot, where he would straddle my leg and my other was in the air and I was on my side. This position
Classic.
Put his butt on my inner thigh.
Mm-hmm.
The first time we did this position and we're finished, I went to the bathroom to pee and saw that there was a skid mark on my thigh.
Now, has this ever happened to you, Erica?
No. No, because if it had, I probably wouldn't be here right now, Joshua.
One time! And he cleaned it up before you noticed.
I didn't get this far into the story.
This is the part where I was like, I'm reading it. I think I might maybe like read the first part and then this, and I was like, this is the best story I've ever read.
I love poop stories. I want to fucking throw up.
I'll finish it. It's so good.
You're going to be mad at how fucking short my screen time is.
Well, the longer your butt crack, the shorter your screen time. We all understand. His shit was wiped on my leg from him not wiping/cleaning his ass. I don't know why, but I never said anything because I thought he would be embarrassed.
He should be embarrassed.
He should be
That's
embarrassed.
fucking gross.
This is when bullying is okay. After a few times of that,
times.
Yeah. He finally saw it happen one time when he got off, and he tried to wipe it away subtly, but I already knew it was there. Buff it out. He mentioned later how he would be embarrassed if he accidentally did that.
Wouldn't it be like so silly goofy if I accidentally got a little bit of poop on your leg?
And then next time they did that position, he kept his underwear on.
Or you could just wash your ass.
Or you could wash your ass.
Oh my God.
The underwear is a condom for the butt.
Technically.
I just wondered, did he put it through the hole in the middle that nobody uses? Or did he just like pull him down a little bit?
Did he say left nut or right nut?
Yeah. Like, what do you think? What do you think was the method? How dirty do you think his underwear is? I went over to somebody's house once and they had their underwear on the floor and there was just straight shit in it. And it's like, dude, what's going on here? You knew you were having company. You got to pick that up. It was your house.
Why would you dogpile on me like this, Josh?
It was not you. It was.
Oh.
When we broke up, I vowed to not let a guy who doesn't clean, shower, and wipe his ass correctly ever touch me again, because why the hell did I ever put up with that?
Why?
Why? Did you? How did you ever have sex a second time after getting shit on your leg?
That's the thing. Like, when you're doing butt stuff, shit happens. Okay, that is a thing that happens. It's totally understandable. However, if you got shit on your ass without butt play, and it's just from you being dirty,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah. I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't know anybody that would like it. That's fucking gross.
Yeah.
Wash your ass.
Yeah.
I'm so upset. This is
Isn't it a great story?
What a good story.
The
It had it all.
nice slow reveal of after a few more times was so good.
No.
Like, why did you go back to
No.
the well?
Yeah.
The sex had to have been good.
No.
What is the
No.
redeeming factor here?
There is none.
Really good kisser. Actually,
No.
that's really what
You
kept
think
her-
if he doesn't wash his ass, you think he brushes his teeth?
That's a very good point.
Yeah, you're making
That's
some
a very
strong
good point.
arguments here.
His fucking loofah had bugs under it. Do you think that man has picked up that loofah ever since he put it in there?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
No.
Turns
There
out-
was so much that I just repressed a lot of it.
Turns out he's a little bit loofah when it comes to cleaning himself.
Boo. But yes, I'm so fucking mad. Savannah, honey,
She got out.
I'm glad you're out, but girl,
7 months, too much.
oh my God.
Yeah. 7 months is insane. Also, and like, look, everybody grieves at their own rate. It took you 8 months to get over it? When did she send this in? This was just sent in.
Yesterday.
It took you 8 months to get over it?
Not to mention he
There's
was
a lot
like
to unpack there.
conservative. Ugh.
Like, I feel like that's a relationship you get out of, and somebody was like, yeah, remember when you got shit on your leg 3 times in a row? And then you go, yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. I'm glad I've broken up with that guy.
Savannah, if you're ever getting in a relationship and you're questioning how steady it is, come back and listen to this episode.
Here's a good marker for all relationships for everybody moving forward. If
Good
at
mark.
any point in your relationship you think I could write this story into the Judgies breakup. If at any point you're like, this would make for a good story because he's a bad person, breakup.
Well, don't do this to yourself.
Or you could commit to the bit.
Or you gotta commit to the bit.
Joshua, do you wash your ass in the shower?
Of course.
You get in between the cheeks?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Okay.
I get inside my butthole.
Well, that might be a little excessive.
No, you make sure it's all out of there. Especially with the bidet now. Oh, it's great. It's just like flip, flip, flip.
The bidet fucking rocked.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as our fucking bathroom's done, that bidet's getting installed. And we even put in a hot water line so that we have
you
a
got the-
heated bidet.
That's nice. I mean, honestly, the cold bidet, like, you get
Not
used to
too
it.
bad.
Yeah.
It's refreshing.
I wouldn't describe it
felt
as
like
refreshing.
I thought it was refreshing.
It's just like the first time I did it, I was like, ah. And then after that, you're like,
I don't like that you went yum yum yum.
Here
Like
was-
your butthole was tasting it.
you do have,
Stop.
I was gonna, if Josh didn't have a circle jerk for last week, I was gonna do a bidet review for the circle jerk.
what was my circle jerk last week?
I don't even remember.
You edited the episode.
I don't even remember. I did that on Monday. It's Friday.
Was it, I didn't do one, and I just did my tweet review?
I think you
And then we
kind
just
of gave
kept
yourself
going.
a pat on the back for your
Yeah.
tweets, and then you had an extra.
I mean, it is
I
a
had-
circle jerk. So.
I had another tweet that has 3,100
Yeah.
likes now.
So I was gonna do a toilet. I was gonna do a bidet reveal or review on that. But instead I did one at New Year's. And this, hey, somebody that's using a bidet, it'll make sense to you. With the first time I use it, it is refreshing, and it felt like when you use a really nice water fountain and it's got like good pressure, and it's kind of refreshing, and it's
Yeah.
it's really cold water.
Yeah.
And it's like, that was nice. That was refreshing. That's how I felt using the bidet, but into my butthole.
Right.
Have you used it yet?
You didn't use it?
Amateur.
Aurora says it doesn't work great for her needs,
Yeah, I can
So.
see that.
but
Definitely needed calibration.
the poop is like, I mean, the poop is the bigger one. Like,
The poop is
you know what I mean? Like, that's the one that you want it for more, other than just pee. You know what I mean?
Ah.
Like, and it's been great for that.
yeah.
I mean, Aurora shits way more than I do. She's a Christian. She's a Christian core in that regard.
Okay.
Do we need to say what happened at New Year's Eve and
Yes.
why there's an awkward elephant in the room?
Yes.
So Christian came. It's on my TikTok at Hush Dry Smith. But Christian came up to me. We were both drunk because we always do a power hour leading up to New Year's Eve. And so this was post power hour. It was like 12:30, and I'm going to the bathroom. Christian just come from the bathroom, and he says to me,
I was gonna use the bidet on my crotch, and tell you that you need to get it recalibrated, but I couldn't commit to that bit.
And so I laughed because that's hilarious. And I said, well, now I have to do it. It would be uncouth of me to not. So I went into the bathroom, peed, and then thought, why would I spray the bidet on me? I'll just use sink water. So I put sink water all over my pants. And I was wearing like a light blue jean. So it's very clearly wet. So then I go and stand in the living room. Christian sitting across the table from me. Erica to my right. Heather to my left.
We were having a conversation.
And I stand there and wait my turn. And then I get bored and I interrupted. And I said, what's up, guys? Or something to that effect.
Nobody paid any attention to him.
Heather, I swear, Heather did this. And she still didn't notice that my crotch was soaking wet.
Probably not.
And then they go back to talking. And Christian just starts dying, like absolutely dying laughing, falling on the floor.
Literally doubled over.
Yeah.
Tears streaming down his face. Had to leave the room.
We both left
I was
the
making
room.
a scene. I had to leave.
And then I could still hear him giggling in the other room.
We were just dying laughing at like, how did nobody notice?
Nobody gave him any reaction. He made such a scene to disrupt the conversation and make the joke, and for you guys to not even give him even like a pity reaction. You're just like,
We were mid-conversation.
I think what makes it funny too is like Christian was like, this was my idea. And then to see it flounder so
yes,
bad
that's what made it so
was
good.
like, I'm glad I didn't do it.
Because at first, when he first came out, I don't know if we mentioned it on the podcast, but I have like childhood trauma from a kid in grade school that would steal my jokes because I was shy, and I would like say jokes under my breath, and then he would hear them, think they're funny, and then say them loud and get laughs.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you little fucker. And so Josh comes out, and I was like, he's doing it to me. It's grade school all over again. And then to see it just flop is like, I'm so glad I didn't commit to that bit.
So like 45 minutes later in the night, Christian goes to the bathroom, actually sprays the bidet all over himself. He committed even further.
Perfect aim on the bidet. It hit me directly in the penis.
And comes out, and he was wearing like dark olive pants, like dark green pants. And immediately Erica and Heather both, what is all over your pants? Like freaking out. And Christian just goes, you gotta get that thing calibrated. And so I go and stand next to him, pants still wet, and
Pants
say,
still wet?
yeah, man. And they don't notice again, which has made us laugh even harder than it happened twice. It was so amazing.
I was crying laughing for like 15 minutes straight. It's
They were so
fucking-
annoying about it.
After you guys left and I was like talking to Aurora, I was like still laughing about it. And she's like, I'm sorry nobody laughed. I was like, Aurora, it's so funny that nobody laughed. I would not have changed a single thing about
That's
what
how
happened.
I felt.
It was so good.
It was so perfect. Sometimes, guys, you just got to do a bit for you and the boys.
Yeah. Because then when we went to go work out on Tuesday,
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
I
What a good
pissed
bit.
myself and said it was the bidet. I put on a pair of shorts and then like tight sweatpants and then sweatpants and then a cutoff t-shirt and a t-shirt and then a crew neck and then a hoodie and then a headband and a hat. And then it was just me and Christian. That's all I was here for. Every time we would get in between like warming up and bench, I would just take off one article of clothing. And he noticed after the second one, he was like,
It's like you trying to sweat it out or something? You still hungover from New Year's?
and I was like, nah, it was supposed to be like 70 degrees on Tuesday. It was supposed to be like 60. And I was like, nah, it's supposed to get warm. So I turned the air off. And he's like, oh, that makes sense. And then I just kept taking off more and more clothes. It was so fucking funny.
It was really fucking funny.
And every time I would start laughing when I was about to do it. So I would take off my shirt and then like sit on the bench and just like be like this for a second, taking it off to hide that I was fucking dying laughing. It was wonderful.
He really did sell it so good on the first one. Because I was like, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Kind of weird, but whatever. And it was like, second pair of sweatpants came off, and I was like, what the fuck, man?
He thought it was very funny because that's the first thing he said to me when he came home. I was like, oh, how was your workout? He's like, Josh did a bit just for me and him. I was like, oh.
We were
It
standing
was so romantic.
before Christian came over. I was in the kitchen and Aurora had just gotten home. And I was like, check this out. And I showed her that I was wearing 4 shirts. And she's like, why? And I was like, just a bit. And she's like, that's really good. I was like, yeah, I know it is.
I loved it. Do we need to
Whatever.
squeeze in another story or anything? Or are we good? You can cut the. You can You can clip out the me having a skid mark for a TikTok if you want, Josh. I'm not gonna cry about it at all.
I was going to do it regardless.
I'm not even gonna
I
worry.
wasn't.
I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna definitely not look at the comment section.
I wasn't asking for consent.
Okay.
I was gonna do it.
Listen, you signed a contract. Anything that's
Cloud 10 owns your story now.
Fuck. Hey, where can they find us, Erica?
oh, you can find us on the internet.
Cool.
You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Patreon, TikTok, probably some other shit. And that's at Judgies Pod, JUDGIES Pod. And if you want to send us in your own listener submission story or a listener submitted sound, you can send that to judgiespod@gmail.com.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, check out twitch.tv especially. We're doing some really fun stuff over there.
That is true.
Keep your eyes out for a video about
Judges
record-breaking Scream.
I did want to mention this. We got a few seconds. If you got Amazon Prime, dog, get over on Twitch. We're there every Wednesday. You get it for free. You can sign up for Prime for free. You can give us a few bucks on Daddy Bezos' dime.
Okay, bye. Have a great week.
We need the money.